Well, we're in a 4230 wrapping sorghum bales. Cody's bringing them over 2 at a time. We still got hydraulic problems with the loader, but and it's in a valve. But we've adapted to it and it's working. So 35 bales according to the counter. We'll see when we're done, I guess, but it's quite a few bales off a 4-acre piece. It came nice and they're pretty tight and round and real nice bales for wrapping so far. So I see somebody popped in here. Let's see, do I have the chat on? There we go, should be on. So I'm going 21 wraps on these bales. Last night I was going 24 on those ones, a little bit bigger than this, although these ones aren't they're not that much smaller. So we just wrap and pull forward, and yeah, my plastic's gonna rip. Reset our counter. It resets at 24. Here we got wrapper out there. I kind of half cleaned the window. We're just going in a straight line here. When we get to the driveway, I guess we're going to have to turn around and go make another one. It's nice seeing all those bales. We got a bunch over there. Cody's been stockpiling while I was finishing up baling there, so I set my phone down and figured, oh, look at, I can kind of see me. Ah, Jay Cool. Shane Holst. How's the Sudex? Oh, mine is pretty good. I mean, I know guys have gotten better yield per acre than what I got, but from what I got here, it's I'm very, very happy. I see why people plant this stuff. Now this one is a fraction lopsided, but not bad. It's rolling nice. Yeah, I didn't have any intention of having a live stream, but I thought, what the heck, I'm sitting in a tractor. It's going to be, it's a relatively quiet. Shut the side windows, and I'm sitting in the shade, so my no air conditioned tractor isn't roasting me to death. It's foggy all morning, and took it a bit to dry up, but we got there. I think the moisture's really nice on it. The only problem waiting for Cody running from the field is I'm sitting a little bit, but that's not too bad. Once he gets them all out of the field staged over here, I won't be waiting at all. This is maybe not the best day of the year to run a live stream, but so there's another one. It's nice when they're nice and round, they roll off, and you get ones that are a little bit soft. You got to kind of rock them off the wrapper. That's not much fun. Oh boy, now I got that. I like this pink plastic better than a white plastic, actually. It's seems to lay a little smoother, but it's having a tendency to rip. No sound. Why do I have no sound? I have no idea why I have no sound. Shane, you can hear me apparently if you heard me mention the no AC. So I must have sound. Okay. Maybe I talk louder with my phone sitting right there in the corner. So Cody gets back with the next bale, I'll have to hop out for a second and stick it under the twine since that one ripped. But so yeah, the oats yesterday, 16 bales. I did put a video up for that one already, so we had a little extra. We had a few visitors. Multitasking, Gary says. Yeah, I know. If my wife knew all the things I can do in a tractor at the same time, she would probably expect multitasking. So I'll grab the phone here and we'll see some Cody to set it on there. I guess that'll work. Hang on if I flop you around for a second. I have great respect for people who are good live streamers while doing things. It's not as easy as it looks. Shane, you like those pink bales? Neighbor yesterday was wondering if it was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we just put I just switched to this roll last bale last night. That's all the feed store had left in stock at last year's price Back whenever I bought these, March or April, he said he's selling them at last year's price till they were gone. So we got a few rolls of pink. So there's 12 wraps, 13 wraps. It covers at about 10. So I figure at 21 I know I've got, well, at least 3 layers on everything. I was worried about this Sorghum Sudan being kind of pokey. Big stems, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's making, there's a big stem right there, but it seems all right. I think that rye was pokier than this. The 3-point on here, it's behaving right now, but it is known to have a few glitches in it. It needs John Stevens probably, but we kind of needed it at the moment. I don't know, how to do a little reading and digging around in there. It just, the selector valve on there just isn't quite right. The truth is, I'm not really a great fan of 3-point equipment. I mean, there's things that 3-point bush hog, nice. This wrapper's 3-point, so I'm not going to complain about that because it works pretty good. So yeah, I don't know, I got plenty of feed. Picked up a couple bottle calves, but how many bales is a couple of bottle calves that I got? They're 2 weeks old now. They're not going to eat that much feed, so the girls are going to love it. They will eat them faster. Yeah, maybe they will. John the Tractor Whisperer. Yeah, Shane, I know. The guy knows a lot of stuff. I was going to try to make it down there for his field day, but there were things going on, and I was going to go. I went down to Michigan next day. It just didn't work out. Tommy! Hello, Tommy. We're wrapping bales here. It's going relatively nicely. By the time I get done with this row, I get the tractor out in the driveway here. I might, the sun may be low enough that I can back up there and still be in the shade. I kind of like this shade. Pete, 359. Ryan, how are you doing? Cody bringing another bait there. If he doesn't clobber the plastic, I don't know what the... I need a 2-point spear to go on that loader. Well, first I got to fix the loader, whatever the problem is with that. But we got well, we'll take another trip outside and fix the plastic. The trouble with that was he didn't get on it. weight it down to the bottom. Got a straight twine here too. I don't like straight twine. There's flopping you guys all over the place here. Everybody's gonna get seasick. So I got the valve turned down so I can just lock it in the detent and go that fast. First one I wrapped last night, I threw it right out of the wrapper. Cody's been feathering it. So I cut a little bit of grass yesterday. We're going to go try out the old square baler tomorrow. I'll get video of that for sure. I don't have a hay rack built up yet, so we'll just bale them on the ground, throw them on a trailer. I don't know how many are there, not a whole ton. If there's more than 50 or 60, I'll be surprised. But it'll be a good baler test. We'll put the baler on the 50 and I'll bale that. YouTube seems to like the 50. Tomatoes, well, they combine sorghum for the green. Shane chops his. Since I don't have silos and bunkers and choppers and neat stuff like that, I bale mine wet and wrap it. Shane, thanks for dropping in. I greatly appreciate it. Nice to see you here for sure. I know how busy you are, so you find a minute to stop by. I really appreciate it. Appreciate anybody that manages to catch a live stream here. Or anybody that watches any of my videos. I think it's pretty neat that people actually watch this stuff. So there we are, waiting for another one. Hopefully he'll land this one on there. Yeah, these are really wrapping nice and nice looking bales. Well, here he comes through the pine plantation with another one. Got a little piece of twine stringing behind them there, but not too bad. So yeah, this loader issue, you got to run both levers. Be real careful about your bucket angle, because if you come down and you got to go way back up to get it. All right, he'll get this one all right. Oh yeah, nice one. Lock it in and let it go. See, what's that screen look like? Oh, not too bad. You can. When I'm not looking at it, I don't know what you guys are looking at, so. Well, Tommy, I'm glad it, yeah, it looks, when I sneak my head around the corner of the screen there, I can see it pretty good. There's a bunch of people around here making first crop hay this weekend, or for the past week. We finally hit a stretch of dry in some of these wet spots. That place I'm going to go make a few square bales. That's when I baled there beginning of July, it was just way too wet to even go in that piece. I've been stuck in there once before, so. Wet spots and dry. I mean, there's been standing water in the low spots all summer long. It's been unbelievable the water we got here. Not complaining because it's unbelievable the feed we grew here this year. $18 wraps. Couple of pokey ones there, but it should be alright. Got them poking through. Now looks like I'm going to get 22 wraps on this one, that's alright. This is where a power shift would be nice. Not that moving two levers is that awful of a thing, but if you're not exactly in neutral, then the other lever doesn't want to go in park. It's got to be right on the money. I don't know if they're all that way or they probably are. So what, I've been on here 23 minutes already. I suppose I'll stay on here in case anybody stops in until once I get out past the road here. Have to reset. I don't know, Cody can't have too awful many in that field. See a couple right there, but there's nothing on the north half through the trees there, so see what he's got. Well, a couple more people showed up. That's nice. Austin, we got 16 oat bales and 3 millet bales yesterday, and I got 35 sorghum Sudan bales today. That's what we're wrapping now, Austin, is that sorghum Sudan. Bale counter said 35. We'll get a good accurate count here when we're done, but I didn't trip it any extra time, so I'm thinking the 35 is probably good. See if we can keep driving through the pine plantation with a couple of bales. See if he hits the bumper, if he's smooth through there. Actually, if I turn that blower off, it'll be a little bit quieter in here. No, not too much bounce. He's not killing the loader. Tommy, yeah, I 35. Like I said, I never had any of this. If I would have had 40, I would have been absolutely amazed. But I mean, I think that's pretty good. I mean, these are 50 to 52 inch bales. You know, they're heavy, pretty green, so I'm not, I didn't want to make them too awful big. I mean, that 2520 will lift a lot, but it's not an enormous tractor, so I didn't want to make them too big. But yeah, 35 bales that are 2 to 4 inches over 4 feet, I don't think that's too awful bad. I mean, that's almost 9 bales to the acre. It fields almost exactly 4 acres. It's like 4 point, when I measured it out one time, it's like 4.0 something. But yeah, first time I've ever grown a sorghum Sudan. Now I see why people do, for sure. It'll make an awful lot of feed. And I was worried about how it was going to cut with my hay bine. It cuts good. Then I was worried about how it was going to pick up if I was going to have a bunch, you know, that it's laying on the ground, because it's kind of heavy and wet, and there's not like nice stubble like oat stubble or hay stubble to hold it up on. But baler picked it up really clean. I got some footage. I had Cody run around on his four-wheeler, followed me for a bale, and I'll definitely have a sorghum baling video up in a few days anyway. Yeah, these are wrapping really nice. I cranked up the Eli Burke says he'd love to see the 50 in action. Eli, we're gonna put the 50 on a square baler tomorrow. I'm gonna make a video of the 50 square baling, which that 50 square bale is really nice. Spent many years running a 14T at its original home and at our place. So we'll see how it likes a New Holland. I'm sure it'll like it just fine. There, I ripped my plastic again. It just doesn't want to stretch off it. It wraps really nice, but if the wind won't blow it off of there, Cody can set it right on there like it is, and it'll be, no, there it goes. Now when he gets back, I'll have to toss it back on there again. Yeah, that hay bine, I had the rolls cranked pretty tight. I was worried about it wrapping, but it did not at all. I never had any wrap on there, not like some of that wretched canary grass has been known to from time to time. And it did a heck of a job of crushing the stems. I mean, I was really impressed. I mean, you got thick enough, you got a lot of material going through at the same time. But yeah, it did a really nice job of smashing stems up, which is a good thing. I think it helped it baled nice. I only plugged once. I got sick of making tight corners, so I said, you know, I'm just going to bale up the corners. Give myself a little, I can take the corner a little shallower. I went through 2 corners and that was baled down, came back, went through the other corners, and I found a good green slug, and it was pulling it in from the side in the augers. And It did a heck of a job on it. Tom A says he went to get stainless hardware that he thinks came from China. Yeah, hardware ain't what it used to be, I'll tell you that. If you do get any good stuff, you sure pay for it. So we'll just hold the plastic here and let them set it on there since it ripped off and isn't going to load nice. Got stuck on that one. There you go. Yeah, this stuff, I mean, it's in the 70s and breezy, so it's drying on the outside. I mean, a lot of these had totally green leaves, but it's there's plenty of moisture in these. It's wrapped up in there. They should ferment very nicely. So I don't know how many did we do here so far? Hold on, we got some comments here. Oops. Oh, what did I do? The screen is darker than it used to be. So yeah, the only thing I'm worried here is running out of plastic. We've wrapped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the 9th one. These should wrap about 20 bales a roll. And I was only one bale wrapped with this roll when I started. And I got one full one in the barn. I don't know why I went outside and now it's not dark, but it's darker. So we're wrapping away. I mean, that roll is holding up pretty good. I guess if a couple of them had to sit till morning, and I'd go run and grab a roll of plastic in the morning if I had to. There went my plastic again. I don't know why. Front tires are hitting the road. Eli, the 50 is technically Cody's. He was 5 years old when we bought it, but I told him right off the bat that it was his tractor. So the idea being then he's the second owner. So I did most of the work on it. He was little. He came in the garage and helped. Maybe that's why he likes garages now, but likes working on stuff. I zoomed myself in there. Good grief. Eli hasn't had his 50 running for 15 years. Yeah, I love that tractor. Those things are great. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna live stream till I'm on the road. So hang tight. I just got to get out and stuff this plastic under the twine. Could barely get the twine under the plastic under the twine. That's a good tight one there. Yeah, Eli, that's one thing about tractors. It seems like once you like them, you like them. I told Joel last night, the young guy from work came by yesterday to see how things were going and see how all this stuff worked. So I told him my goal in life is to have a tractor for every piece of equipment so I can quit switching from one to the other. Classic tractor fever, only cures more tractors. Yeah, ain't that the truth? The only bad part of this is I'm gonna bury all those oat bales behind these sorghum bales. And I found out, I mean, there's